Hey, welcome back to Splinter's Wood Shop. Today we're going to be learning how to start your birdhouse. So first thing you need to do is you need to look at your directions here. Come on closer. Okay, reviewing the drawing. In this drawing, you got all the parts and pieces, but the tricky part is you're going to need to draw all of these pieces separated, and you're going to need to make them half scale, so half size. Okay. So on number 2, it's going to tell you to create a cut list. That's what you're going to do by making the scale drawing. Look over here. Okay, he's got a title. It says half scale birdhouse scale drawing. And although this says it's 16.5 inches, it's actually an 8 1/4 inch line because 8 1/4 is half of 16.5. This line says 5 1/2. It's actually 2 3/4. He's got everything labeled at the real life distance, and he's got everything labeled as what it is. This is the back wall. He's got the roof, he's got the front wall, he's got the side wall. There's gonna be 2, you'll only need to draw one of those, and he's got the bottom. Okay, there's the scale drawing. Once you get that taken a look at, you can see he's got 100%, did a great job. Showed this to his teacher, and teacher is going to give that little splinter piece of wood. So we got a piece of cedar right here. Okay, and then the next step, it's gonna say to check one end of the 1x6 by 5 foot board to square, cut to square if needed. Okay, most likely it's gonna come square, but you can take this tool right here. This is called a speed square. You can take the lip, press it right up against the edge of the board. Okay, if it's flush, then your wood is cut square. Okay, that's pretty good right there. Next, it says that you're gonna measure, mark, and cut 6 1/2 inches of one piece of the squared end of the board for the roof. So, first thing you're gonna need to do is use this handy dandy clamp. Okay, wood clamps are good for wood because they're gonna be less likely to damage your wood. Okay, next thing I wanna do, make sure you got your safety goggles. Safety first. All right, I got my tape measure. Pull out your tape. It says we gotta get it at 6 1/2 inches. So there's my 6, there's my 7, there's my 6 1/2. I'm gonna put my pencil down at the 6 1/2. I'm gonna pull this direction and pull that direction. That's our crow's foot, or maybe you can call it a crow's beak, okay? The point of it is gonna be pointing at 6 1/2, and that's how we know our mark where we want it. Now you're gonna take your speed square again, put your pencil on the tip of your crow's foot, draw your line, okay? That's where you're gonna cut. Now, this is seen in the video on how to use a handsaw, okay? But just a couple reminders. You can place your speed square right over your line just a little bit, and that'll protect the part of the wood that you want to keep for your project. So here's my roof. It's protecting my roof. I'm gonna, I got a good stance. You can review that in the handsaw video. And pull back 3 times, maybe 6 if you need to. And then you're gonna cut this off. Pause. All right, here we go. We got our roof, 6 1/2 inches. Okay, now the next step is gonna have us measure, mark, and cut 9 3/4. Okay, so we're not gonna do all those steps again, but it's the exact same steps. You got your 9 3/4. You're gonna make yourself a new crow's foot, okay, or crow's beak. Okay, once you got that, you're gonna go with your speed square, make that line. Okay, make sure you got it hanging out over the table. Okay, get your cut. Okay, and once you break that off, now you got a front wall. The last step, number 7, is gonna have you do the exact same thing for your 16 1/2 inch back wall. All right, once you got those 3 pieces, okay, you're gonna be ready for step 8. We'll hit you up with another video. See you next time, splinters.